So the skies are clear, the sun is out, but don't be deceived. There's a big-time nip in the air on this crisp autumn day at Lincoln Financial Field. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
2nd and 10. A former Oklahoma State Cowboy is Chuba Hubbard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Young. And that will be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. You've got to shake that off and get going.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Their own 32-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
He was brought down by
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the return here is stopped 35-yard line.
He'll take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And shutting him off that open field. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Young. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jahad Campbell came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Young. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return, the Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Eagles at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They're back home after flying to and losing in London last weekend.
And you and I both know, always a tough travel week with all the distractions. And you'd love to have the week off afterward, but that's not the case here. At the very least, you know they're happy to be back in their own building, but that was certainly not a trip to remember.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You look at this Carolina defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's Hurts to throw. And incomplete on a deep ball.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A good decision in the end. The pull and run gets him 9 yards and a first.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
So a big play there on fourth, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with the ground. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Barkley inside handoff. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Shakes off the sack. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's now third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And he's got it. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know this securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now here's Young. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Here's Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Young and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Fourth down, Young. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Now Hurts changing up the play. On 2nd down and 4. Hurts. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense.
A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Young now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Young to throw it. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Young's got his guys 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
It'll be Young again. Touchdown, Panthers. Jalen Coker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point good by Prater. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Prater is set to kick off.
So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Prater is set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Oh, and that is incomplete.
So many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This is fielded at the 27. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Young will set to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Young from the shotgun. That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see Charles come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Looking to throw, Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The play fake, now Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. They got 29 yards that time.
Excellent body control, big frame, and you can see his background as a volleyball player on display when he goes downfield and makes big catches. The offensive rookie of the year last season, Ted McMillan.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 20-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. To throw, Young. Over the middle, he's got Coker. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they finally get to it out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Derek Brown forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 66 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott on for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Another extra point opportunity here. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First down 10 at their own 31-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, the great coach has said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 18 more yards there and another first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And tough slamming. We'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a second down and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. They're going to run it with Barkley. And And he'll get into the end zone. So that pushes the lead up to 4. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Young's got his guys first and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
This offense so far on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is third and 10. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Picked off by Andrew McCouga. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
This short throw caught by Goddard. Room here to run. Look at the big fella go. Still fighting for more. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goddard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
6 yards.
Found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Young to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Here's Young. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Well, this game's not done just yet. A big conversion there on 4th down and a big gainer as well. They're going to have to play perfect football from here and get all the breaks, but at least they're giving themselves a shot.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Andrew Makuba. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They begin with a run by Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. On third down, Barkley. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
Gain of 5. It's fourth down.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And with a strong wind at his back, he's on to punt it away. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brand, I think you're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle. Stood up with confidence and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Eagles,